my pleasure to introduce Mr. Hiten Patel. Mr. Hiten Patel is graduate mechanical engineer from Mumbai University and certified professional at IGBCAP. He currently holds the position of director at MS Edifice Aircon Solutions in Mumbai and also serves as business head technical sales at MS Shri Jashraj Enterprise. With over 18 years of experience, he has worked with companies like Larsen and Turbo, HILTI India, and Armacell India. Hiten specializes in providing consultative solutions and expert advice for thermal insulation applications in HVAC and R industry. His expertise spans across various sections, including residential, industrial, commercial projects such as hospitals, hotels, malls, and IT buildings in the construction and infrastructure field. Today, Mr. Patel will briefly overview us about how the right selection of thermal insulation contributes toward the sustainable HVAC system. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Mr. Patel.
Thank you, Darshana, for the introduction, and thanks to the PCBU team to give me an opportunity to convey my thoughts on these topics of sustainability. And it is also an honor to be as a panelist along with industry HVAC industry stalwarts like Mr. Ashish Rakheja and Mr. Bhavesh Mehta. Basically, I would like to share my presentation on the right selection of thermal insulation, which contributes towards sustainable HVAC, which I feel. If we see how does sustainable building look like, these are, if we see all those green buildings, green plantation all over, the roofs have been done, gardening has been done so that, you can get a green building solution. What makes building property sustainable is because you require energy efficiency, you require energy distribution efficiency, indoor environment, reduction of greenhouse gases, all those things contributes towards a sustainable building. Now, HVAC systems are installed in a building property so that we get the healthy environment to work on. These are the transport components for HVAC systems, which requires chill water pipes, ducting, which all are by movement to, make an HVAC system work. So basically, I'll be covering product which has been applied over this HVAC system on the ducting and piping, which are covered as thermal insulation. Basically, I would like to just throw an idea what is thermal insulation. We see that this was an ideal insulation which has been used where we wear sweaters during winters so that our body always feel warm. So this is nothing but the natural shift on the same principle and concept. The thermal insulation works in the HVAC system, wherein it does not allow the heat to ingress into the supply lines of ducting and piping so that you get the desired temperature and required end. So again, this is a small presentation of how thermal insulation works. The photograph shows the representation of a chilled water pipe, which is 7 degrees on the inside. Then you have a thermal insulation. Basically, what it does is it slows down the rate of heat exchange. You can see right from 27 to the ambient condition is more than 20. So in case of cold application, the inside temperature is less than the ambient condition. And in case of hot applications, the inside temperature is more. So either case, in cold, you have to restrict the heat ingress inside where the thermal insulation comes into picture. And also in the hot applications, the heat inside the piping or ducting or any tank or that you need to restrict to go outside. So these are the major applications where the thermal insulation is being used. You can see it in industries like process, pharma, food, where they require insulation not only for the human comfort, but also for the manufacturing of product, the right desired product. And we have residential spaces, commercial offices, which are there, then hospitals, malls, hotel. I would just bring to the notice that basically this is my point of view on how we can achieve a sustainable HVAC solution along with the support of thermal insulation. Now, these are the few facts. In tropical region like India, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system contributes to around 65 to 70% of energy consumption. So, by adopting innovative HVAC technology, both in new construction as well as existing structures, significant energy saving can be achieved, which leads to reduced operating cost. We all know that. And also energy saving machines, which we use as a latest technology like inverter based machines. Inverter based VRV machines, then magnetic bearing chillers, heat pump. These are the captive equipments which are used and which gives power saving like energy recovery wheel and other vital using power and energy. But the point what I need to make is thermal insulation is also putting system that plays an additional role in contributing to incremental power and saving energy saving. Now, if we say that if we design any building, mainly the focus goes into the what kind of capital equipments are we using. But we need to also put our thoughts into the supporting systems like thermal insulation, which are sometimes downplayed, you know, by the technology. So sometimes the technology downplays the importance of thermal insulation. So while considering the selection of any effective HVAC system, it is crucial that not only to focus on capex and opex, neglecting power misuse and dilapidation can cause heat loss and gain can lead to depletion and wastage of natural resources, which are our natural treasure. So basically, these are depleting day by day, and we need to have our thoughts on getting a sustainable solution. So, how can we attain energy saving benefits from the HVAC system through thermal insulation? So, now we discuss more on energy saving, but thermal insulation itself is a product which can save energy once you apply it. It's simple as it. Nothing you need to do. You need to just analyze on the life cycle the insulation and it does its work. So basically, how can we achieve that is Bureau of Standard to establish some mandatory norms for the energy audits and its SOP. Basically, there are SOP for the equipments, but basically we should also focus more on the insulation, thermal insulation part. There also we need to have an SOP to check. And the point next is the strict guidelines are to be imposed by Bureau of Energy Efficiency for conducting the life cycle test on not only the HVAC system but also the thermal insulation before its service life ends. Like we see nowadays, not many places that there are issues related insulation. So basically we need to have a check on that, and we need to have periodic meterings of equipments and a transport line, which helps monitor incremental heat loss. Again, apart from HVAC, this is again one more thing where the building insulation comes into picture. We should encourage building insulation on walls, roof, which are exposed to solar radiation to reduce the heat gain. And if we do that, it will save on the energy by save on the air conditioning cost by reducing the heat load in place. Also, I would say that the apex authority or the government policies should be such a way that they should introduce incentive plans such as subsidies and tax credit to support building owners who adopt energy saving techniques through energy audit. So basically, we all know that there is a pain area, there is a problem, there is a thing where we can, if we put some mandatory norms or some guideline, we can definitely have a lot of power saving or the energy saving, which can in turn reduce the carbon footprint and all those areas. So this is one more area which I said where the insulation work is. It's a building insulation where there is a heat ingress through the solar radiation from the roof, from the wall, from the window. So there are the areas where if you apply insulation on the walls and the roofs, then you can definitely reduce the air conditioning power consumption, which went to around 65 to 70% of the building. So these are also one of the area where the insulation can play major role. So if I want to brief up our concept, sustainability is nothing but it's a one step at a time approach. Basically, the holistic and collaborative integration of technological advancement can lead us towards sustainability. The understand the criticalness and reduce wastage around us is the way to go forward. We need to upgrade or replace the non-sustainable system to improve on the system efficiency and thereby saving energy. So just to conclude that we need to look forward on this aspect of thermal insulation, which can also contribute toward the sustainability of HVAC system.
Thank you, Mr. Patel, for sharing the significance of suitable selection of thermal insulation for sustainable HVAC system.